Tony Gedge, day 35, Marbella lockdown. Got some good news today. I'm excited. I'm excited because at long last, there are a group of forward-thinking UK dentists that are formulating the British Association of Private Dentists, BAPD. And that's great news because obviously the BDA represents a lot of National Health Service dentists, but what about the private dentists that we work with? Who's representing those people and owners? So I'm excited for that. I'm also excited to learn more about Germany and Sweden that are carrying on continuing to practice. A lot of research there that the CDOs need to look at and find out the truth of really how clinicians, doctors are catching the virus, and can we get open again? Because that's the question. When can we start using aerosol? Where's the debate coming from? Where's the guidance coming from for this? We need this now. We need to get reopened, and Trump just this morning announced that he's reopening America. So when are we going to reopen dentistry for the sake of everybody, not just practice owners, DCPs, clinicians, owners, the general public? When are we going to get open again for dentistry? So I want to talk to you today about plan ahead to get ahead. And that was from a client this morning, Rue. So all this week now and next week, I've been speaking to clients, and in terms of what is their 42-day reboot strategy, what's the action plan for when we reopen? So I've got a principle, not a principle, but principles in terms of an analogy. And I use this analogy across different strategic planning, which is BDA. What do we do before, during, and after? And we can use this in dentistry for all sorts of different areas, but in terms of strategy. So before the lockdown, all our clients were planning what was going to happen before lockdown, the B. Now we're in the during stage. Well, we're past the during stage. So that was a few weeks ago. During, what's happening during? So, team members are on furlough. How are we communicating with our team? How are we engaging with our patients? So now we've moved out of the reactive phase and poor old me, and now we're into more a proactive state. So we've done the before planning, we've done the during, now we're looking at the after, before, during and after, BDA, after. So what is the strategic action plan for after? And as I mentioned in the last video, we've got a 6-week window of when we can really get things moving again when we reopen. And that's 42 days. So we need to be open all hours during those 42 days. And if we have to have gaps between each patient, then that dramatically reduces the hours. So this is why we're suggesting doing earlys, late weekends. So we need a strategic action plan for operations. We need what we call a plan ahead team. So I've been on calls all day this morning with the leadership team from each practice, the plan ahead team. So we were looking at how to reset your team's expectations. So if you're a practice owner watching this, if you're a dentist, a nurse, whoever you are watching this, you need to make sure that your practice has got a plan ahead team. And how are they planning ahead for those 6 weeks, 42 days when you reopen? Because it's going to be probably the busiest time in the whole of your career. So you need to go to your practice owner and you need to say, right, where's the plan ahead team? What we're doing in terms of the rota, what we're doing in terms of split shifts, what we're doing in terms of overtime, who's going to do this, who's going to do that, how are we going to prioritize the patients that are going to go in as well. So that's what we need to be doing. We need to be looking at the short term, mid term, and long term. So get your plan ahead team, plan ahead to get ahead. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 36, Marbella Lockdown. I'm Tony Gedge.